Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm DJ Titan, here with DJ Titan Vision. I'm here at the legendary It'll Do Club. It's actually decades old, but Brooke Humphries actually opened this up about a year ago. Take a look behind me. And since then, they have had acts like, I don't know, Cascade, Miguel Miggs. Tonight, they've got Felix the Housecat to celebrate their 1 year anniversary. We're going to go check it out. I'm here with Brooke Humphries, owner of It'll Do Dancing Club here in Dallas, Texas. Hey, Brooke, what's up?
How are you?
I'm terrific. Thank you.
You're nervous, and it's really amazing.
Thank you for doing
this. Since you're 12, so I'm really getting off on this.
Thank you so much for doing this. I just want to ask you a couple of questions about this awesome place.
Go ahead.
First off, what made you want to go ahead and open this place back up?
Okay, well, as you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but we've had a production company for, I don't know how long, 12, 15 years now, called Prototype
13,
Full Access.
14, yeah.
We've been doing shows here forever, and a couple years ago I told Jeremy I wanted just a dark square room. I called him. I remember sitting on the edge of my bed, called him and said, I'm really upset that we have nowhere to play Miguel Miggs. At the time that we do shows all over town, and at the time we were lacking in Minkin just closed, a really famous house kind of room, and we had nowhere to play my personal favorite DJ, or one of my personal favorite DJs, Miguel Miggs. So we had to put him in a room that wasn't fitting for him. He hated it. I hated it. I hated to have to do that to him, but we had to play him anyway. So I called Jeremy at like 11 o'clock at night, sitting on the edge of my bed going, we need just a square room, just square, low ceilings, bleachers on the side, no fluff. Old school, like old school New York room, just dark with, no lights, no LED, no flat screens, no drama, no nothing, just sound. A lot of sound. No lasers, no bullshit, just sound. Because we've been doing this so long that it's morphed from being that into ridiculous, over the top, in my opinion, over the top, watered down, dance music to, we've lost our soul. So I just wanted to get back to soul. So sitting in a meeting for another, I'm making this a really long story when it should be very short. I was sitting in a meeting for another business, and they offered me this space. It's been here since 1949. I think it was the first dance hall permit in Dallas. My mom used to go here when she was in her early 20s. She's 74 now, and my mom used to party here, which is really rad. So they offered it, the landlords. I was in a meeting for something else, and the landlords offered it to me, and I was like, I'll take it. Like, they didn't even know. They were like, why are you moving so fast? I'll take it. So we remodeled it, stripped it down, took the ceiling out, put an L Acoustics rig in here, and we've played everybody since, from Miguel Miggs, Derek Carter, Cascade, Sasha. As you know, they're all rolling through here, loving. We're just back to basics. Basics is a dark room, no lighting, all sound, and that's it. That's it. How dance music started, with creepy, dark rooms. Remember, even when you were little, bouncing, you were stepping in 6 inches of water from sweat, and just the room sweating because it was so full of energy. So that's exactly what this is.
That's awesome. You answered my next question, which was...
No bottle service.
Yeah, no bottle service.
No guest list. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what kind of car you drive. I don't, you can't throw any money around to get in. So everybody pays to get in. Sound Factory was like that in New York. I believe Twyla was like that for a little while. So my roots are kind of back in New York as well. So it's all about the music, period.
That is amazing. Thank you. That's amazing for you to bring that here. You answered my other question too, which is name some acts that have been through. Obviously, Cascade, Miguel Miggs, one of your favorite.
Marina, a couple of times. My personal favorite right now is Eli Escobar from New York. We've got Felix tonight, Green Velvet, Soul Clap. We've got Wolf and Lamb coming through. We've got the new up and coming guys, and then we've got the old school guys, Derek Carter, that are still kicking it. Derek Carter, the Mark Farinas, the Miguel Miggs, the guys that have been here since the beginning of time, that we all know. Who else are?
They're still very relevant.
Yeah, it's totally relevant. Cascade did a Tuesday night show here. He actually did 2 shows. He did his and you got to understand, we've known Cascade since we did 200 people with him at Mink, and now he does 10,000 people, so we've known him forever. And Felix tonight was like, I canceled all my U.S. shows except for Dallas, New York, Chicago, and L.A. He's like, you guys have been around since the beginning of time. I canceled everybody else. Blah. So, I mean, we've been doing this a long time. And because of that, we have a lot of relationships with guys. And we do it the right way. So they come back and see us.
Awesome. Who put on the best set so far, in your opinion?
Oh, you can't. That's not fair. Well, because the thing about it is they all are so relevant. They all change with the times. Miguel Miggs isn't today what he was 4 years ago. Mark Farina, I don't know if you were here for his set, but he's like a new man. I was like, what happened to you? Like, seriously, you're playing like you're 17. He was good. Green Velvet is... I mean, he does all the live shit through his headphones, like just amazing. Cascade, I told him in backstage that everybody was saying he didn't know how to play house music anymore, and he's like, what? So he brought it. Sasha was really good here, and you wouldn't think that, Sasha was, you really wouldn't think that Sasha would be fitting in a room like this, but he was. So, I mean, everybody plays well here. I mean, I can't think of anybody that hasn't put out a really good set. The only one that I didn't really get, and it's not because I didn't think he put out a good set, it's just because it's not my favorite type of music, was Juan Atkins. He's a legend. He's one of the guys that created techno. I'm a house music person. I'm all about soul and techno. I kind of find a little hollow, but that's just my personal opinion. Don't fucking freak out on me, everybody. It's my personal opinion. Legend, but other than that, for me, it is Eli Escobar tears it up for me. Absolutely tears it up.
That's awesome. Okay, so this place has been open officially a year. Talk about the first night you were open versus tonight. The differences, or if it's the same?
The very first night we were open was Lisa Shaw, Miguel Miggs. The Aloha POS system that we bring all your drinks up on crashed. The bathrooms flooded. We had no bathrooms for a while. Everything that could possibly go wrong in a nightclub went wrong, and we were all like shrugging our shoulders going, well, that's a grand opening. There you go. You wanted it old school. There you go. I mean, the place was so packed. There were like 15 deep around the bar, everybody just trying to get a drink. We couldn't ring up credit cards. It was all cash. It was a nightmare. It was a total nightmare, but it was awesome.
Versus now, how would you say the club has either...
We're way more effective now. We're way more effective. Now, it's not like going to... it's not like going to, like a big, huge nightclub in Vegas or anything like that. We keep it super raw here. Very, very raw.
Awesome.
Everybody's the same.
Very cool. Well, I know we're cutting a little bit, we're actually taking a little bit longer than I expected here. Why don't you get back to work?
Very chatty.
Thank you. I just want you to get back to work here. But real quick, do you have any advice? And you book a lot of DJs, old and new. Do you have any advice for any of those guys out there? This is a complete, just, be as raw as you want here.
Advice for what?
Like DJs out there. And what regard is to, hey, you're going to be coming to the club, or you're checking it out, or you want a DJ here, or what? You can't just,
that's the problem with dance music today, is everybody thinks they're a DJ. Everybody, as you know this, everyone thinks they're a DJ. So, back when Jeremy and I did Paul Oakenfold for the very first time, and I think that was in 1990 at the Bronco Bowl. It was before DJs ever got big, and we sold out. It was like 6,000 tickets on a single DJ. I don't think it had ever been done here before in Dallas. You hadn't even heard the word DJ or that a DJ was a headlining act. Right. It was all bands up until that point. So, AEG and Live Nation didn't even understand what they were bidding on. That's why Jeremy and I got them. But it's, today with the McDonald's commercials being DJs and everything is, everybody thinks they're a DJ. All I can tell you is it's not that easy. You know that. Absolutely. It's not that easy. It takes a lot of hard work. You're not just going to call me or see me on the street and get to play at my club. That's not how it works. I don't know what to tell you, but it's there's a lot of Facebook DJs out there, and it's every time I see them, I'm like, oh, that's really sweet. Red Eye, when you ask me who the best DJ is, DJ Red Eye is probably one of the best DJs I've ever seen, and he's the most relevant DJ in this town. I think he knows every producer and every genre of music, to the point where when you ask anybody else in town, they're like, oh, I don't know that. They all stick to a specific genre. He knows. I don't know if you're very close to Scotty, but he's absolutely the most relevant fucking DJ in this part of the country. He's amazing. He's amazing. He blows my mind, and he's been doing it for 25 years, and he still continues to blow my mind. So scratch Eli Escobar and put DJ Red Eye in there as my favorite. And awesome. Eli Escobar second.
Awesome. That's actually the answer I really wanted, because it's real, and it'll put a lot of...
work for it.
Definitely. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Brooke. Thank you.
Jump.